have a few minutes. I'm actually early and I'm waiting for my car to warm up. So I figure while I'm waiting for my car to warm up, about to start my day, I want to share a story that I hope will have just as big of impact on you as it did on me when I first heard it. The story is called Acres of Diamonds. And it's a story that was told by a Baptist minister. I forget his name. I think William Butler or something like that. This was back in like the 50s. And it's a famous story. You can Google it. I'll do my best to tell it. So a farmer, and I think it was in Africa, a farmer in Africa, just miserable with his life. You know, he just feels like he hears about all these people finding diamonds and gold and riches and, you know, finding adventure. And he feels like I'm stuck on this family farm, right? I'm stuck on this farm that my family gave to me, and he feels like he's chained. He feels like he's in prison to his family farm, while everyone else is going out and finding adventure and riches. You know, he's stuck on this farm, right? So what he does is he sells his family farm for next to nothing, right? Because he's off for adventure. He wants to go and find his treasure and his adventure, right? Like everyone else is. He doesn't want to be stuck on his family farm. So he sells the farm. He goes out looking for riches. Turns out, though, it's a lot harder to find treasure, you know. Hey, what's up, Chandel? It turns out it's a lot harder to find treasure and strike gold than he thought. So after a while, he ends up on a ship somewhere, crossing the ocean, on another failed, you know, adventure, I guess, and another failed attempt. And by this point, he's out of money. He's dejected, he's depressed, he's lost all hope, he's in such despair. He throws himself over the boat, and he drowns, right? Takes his own life. In the meantime, the person that he sold the farm to, while working that land, he found a rock, a raw gemstone. And oh, thank you, Chandel. And so he takes this gemstone into town, right? And has it inspected by a professional, by a gemologist. And the gentleman tells him, you've got a diamond on your hands. This is a real diamond, and it's very, very high quality. This is a very expensive diamond you have. He says, are there more where you found this? And the farmer says, I don't know, I'll go check. Turns out that farmer was sitting on one of the largest fields of diamonds in Africa. You know, and so here's the story. The moral of the story is, had that original farmer who had been gifted that land by his family, had he spent a little more time on his own land, studying it, maybe even researching what diamonds look like in their raw form, had he taken the time to take a closer look, a deeper look into what he already has, he would have found more treasure than he could have ever hoped for. He didn't have to go anywhere. It was right there on his land. Here's the point of the story. All of us right now, we are all standing in the middle of our own field of diamonds. There's no need to go to Boston or New York or LA or London. You don't have to go anywhere. Right where you are, take a closer look. Take a deeper interest in what you're doing, no matter what it is you're doing. Let's say you're a nurse and we really need you right now. Right? Take a closer look at your own land that you're on, no matter what it is you're doing. Don't compare yourself to others. No matter how many people it seems like are going off and finding adventure and treasures of their own, and you feel like, what am I doing with my life? Take a closer look. Take a deeper interest. Okay, I'll end with this because I got to go. So a preacher was riding down this country road, right, on a horse and carriage. This was back in the day. And he sees all these farms, but then he comes across this one farm that is remarkable. I mean, the way the trees are lined up all the way down, it's just amazing. It's beautiful. So the preacher stops and he sees the farmer there. He says, my good man, God sure has blessed you with a beautiful farm, hasn't he? And the farmer thinks about it for a moment. He says, you know, I suppose he did, but you should have seen this place before when God had it all to himself. You know, and it's a silly joke. It's funny, but it's true. You know, sometimes God works best through human hands, hardworking hands, honest hands, right? Willing to do honest work. So no matter what land you've been given, no matter where you are standing, It doesn't matter if it looks like a mess. Oh, I'll see you later, Shondell. Thanks for joining. But yeah, it doesn't matter what your circumstances may look like right now, right? It's the land you've been given by God. Work your land the best of to your ability. And one day somebody might ride by and say, wow, God sure has blessed you with beautiful land, hasn't he? And you can say, yes, he did. But you should have seen this place when he had it to himself, right? So anyways, I just feel like right now there's a lot of people suffering, but then there's a lot of people doing well right now too, right? So if you're doing well, maybe don't rub it in people's faces right now because people are having a really tough time, right? Maybe right now is not the time to, you know, like make those posts like, look at me guys, you know, living the life. Maybe be a little more sensitive to what's going on right now, but also don't compare yourself either. You know, whatever is going on in your life right now, consider it the land that's been given to you, right? Work your land. Don't think about trying to give it to someone else or sell it and go off somewhere else and find new opportunities somewhere else. It's going to be the same no matter where you go. You know, so I just want to encourage people right now because it just, you know, it really helped me a lot because I thought I wanted to be famous. I actually turned down a TV show offer anyways because I realized now that's not what I want anymore. That's not what's going to make me happy. I thought it would. I thought by going out and becoming famous on TV and, you know, becoming like financially wealthy and balling, I thought people would like me more. You know, I thought people would finally like me and accept me and I would be worthy, I'd be valuable as a human being. I realize now that's not true. And in fact, I probably would have been miserable, right? I am so happy and fulfilled now because I'm naturally an introvert. You know, I kind of like being by myself, and so I realize now I'm so happy doing my own thing, working with my own clients. I don't need anything else. This is my land. My clients here in Atlanta who trust me, who rely on me, who really appreciate and value me, I matter to them, you know, and they matter to me. And that's what an artist is. An artist is someone who does work that matters for people who care, and they do it in a generous way. And it's also they take a risk because it could not work out, right? It may not work out, but the work is meaningful enough for us to do it anyway, even if it doesn't work out, right? So I realize now this is my land here in Atlanta. I'm here to stay. You know, I'm not going to leave my clients again. I did before, but that some of it was out of my control. It was family, you know, circumstances. But I realize now, you know, I don't need to go out and find treasure somewhere. It's right here on my own land. I just need to work it better. Take a closer look at what I've got. Take a deeper interest in my clients and think about how to serve them better. Make a bigger impact on the smallest group viable, like Seth Godin says. Anyways, I hope this helps. Two dogs in a van. What's up? Two dogs in a van adventure. Awesome. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Happy New Year. And yeah, let's just try to be sensitive because there's a lot of people going through a lot of stuff right now. And if you have lost your job or your business, you have no money coming in. Trust me, I've been there before. I've had to sleep on the floor, a lopsided, crooked floor, where you sleep on one side, you wake up on the other side of the room. But anyways, I've done it before. I've gone completely out of business. I've been wiped out. And I've also contemplated suicide before. And I know sometimes that's where your mind goes when you lose everything and you feel hopeless and you feel like everyone else has passed you by. No one cares. I've been there before. Trust me, you're gonna make it. Don't give up. And if you are thinking about doing the unthinkable, which one of my friends has already, if you are thinking about ending it and taking your own life, please just push it off one more day. Just tell yourself, I can do it tomorrow. The option's always there. Just push it off one more day. And then when tomorrow comes, tell yourself, I can make it one more day, right? Just push it off another day because you never know what that next day might bring. It might bring another opportunity that will change everything. You never know what's around the corner. Just be patient, right? Have faith and don't give up. Um, Happy New Call the suicide hotline. Yes, Two Dogs in a Van. I actually did call them last year when I went through a really tough time, my divorce, everything. And I never thought I'd be the one to call the suicide hotline. I really thought higher of myself than that because I'm arrogant. And I thought that I was a stronger person. And not that it's weak. Now I realize it's not weakness to reach out for help. It actually is strength. Um, but yeah, like I just never thought it was for me. Even when I saw those posts about suicide and everything on Facebook and so other social medias, I would think to myself, that's nice for them, not me. I'm never gonna need that, right? And then I did, and it really helped. And so I want to encourage anybody, if you're thinking about, if you've lost your job, you have children, you're worried, you're scared to death right now. How are you going to take care of your children? Where are you going to live? How are you going to feed them? You're scared to death. You feel like a failure as a father, as a husband, as a businessman, as a person. You feel like a failure, and you feel like your mind convinces you that the world would be better without you. You're a burden on the world. Your mind tells you this. Ignore it. Tell your mind to shut the F up. Seriously. Tell your mind, shut up. I got children to take care of. Talking to me about this, shut the hell up. I got a family to take care of. I got hopes and dreams I got to live for, Tell your mind to shut the hell up and call the suicide hotline. Tell yourself, I can always do it tomorrow, right? The option's always there. I can always do it tomorrow. And then call the suicide hotline today. Just push it off one more day, right? And also, what really helps me, and I know sometimes it doesn't help other people, everyone's different, but what helps me is I tell myself, I'm gonna die whether I like it or not, right? Even if I wanted to live forever, I can't. I'm gonna die whether I like it or not. It's gonna come. So why rush it, right? Let's see how this movie ends. Because sometimes the comeback, the act two, is the most exciting and most rewarding part, to see the comeback. And if you end the movie early, you'll miss the most exciting part. The most rewarding part of the movie is the comeback, right? So give yourself the chance, right? For act two, the final act, the comeback, right? Where the hero comes and he turns everything around, right? At least give yourself the opportunity. Anyways, I gotta get going. I'll see you guys. Have a great day.